Welcome to Mildly Delusional,
the podcast where we talk about dating, relationships, and whatever tickles our fancy.
We're unfiltered, we're unpolished.
We have no idea what we're doing.
But you know what we do have?
What's that?
Thoughts and opinions.
Yes, we do.
And we need to put them out in the world. So we invite you to go on this journey with us. What's up, everyone?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Mildly Delusional.
Yes.
I'm Bree, if you're just joining us for the first time.
And I'm Lexa.
And welcome to our chaos.
Whew.
Yeah.
So much chaos.
Yeah. Hi, my friend.
Hi.
How are you?
Whew. I've been better.
Yeah.
I am barely hanging on.
I feel you to my core. To my core.
Oh,
It's
life.
bad. It's lifing. Do you feel
Ugh.
like it's just...
Why is adulting so hard?
That is I feel like that's one of those like life's questions. Like no one ever has like a proper answer for it. And we just are struggling on. But I feel like you and I, because we're trying to like live, in an elevated state. Just a little bit.
Trying to live.
It's not
the bare minimum.
It's the bare minimum. But I also think we've added like a layer to it because I do think you and I have spent the last couple weeks, couple months trying to like live out the title of this podcast and be a little bit mildly delusional. And I don't think people understand that. Yes, it's fun and light and whatever, but I think trying to like reframe and be positive about things, not in a toxic positive way, but like I want to see the good in life rather than be sucked into the heaviness of everything.
Right.
And so it's like, how do you move forward? It's a heavy burden to carry, but
It's exhausting.
yeah.
I am exhausted.
Share with our friends what is happening, what's going on, what's the struggle.
The struggle is real. I am just exhausted all the time, and at the stage where I don't have time to food shop. I don't have the energy to food shop. Even if I ordered a delivery service, I can't afford that right now.
Yeah,
But also, I just don't have the energy to do it.
yeah. I'm with you.
And I love cooking and baking and everything and eating. But right now, food is fuel. And I hate that actually because I'm just like not even enjoying the things that I used to enjoy.
No. Yeah.
But it's definitely not a depression thing. I just want to say that because I've been there. And this is
Yeah.
definitely not that. It's just
Yeah.
chaos.
I think overcapacity is way different than depression
Yes.
because I've done both.
100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what are you doing to like try and remedy, or how are you respecting yourself in this moment?
I don't know if I am.
Okay.
Full truth.
Fair.
Yeah. I think so I keep feeling like I'm playing catch up. Like I just can never get ahead of things.
Yeah.
And also I just like have way more respect for people who have families because how do you do it all? And I think the answer is you don't.
No.
But like how do you have the energy to raise children, especially young children who need energy?
Yeah.
And like even if you're just preparing frozen food for them, because I get that because that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
For myself.
Yep.
But then also like I'm not working a full-time job right now, but I'm trying to like do all these other activities.
Yeah.
And so I think the answer is I would normally not have time for other activities
Yeah.
because you're just putting your kids first.
Yep.
But since I'm not doing that, like how do I live?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna get on a soapbox because I do feel like this is something that a lot of single people are struggling with. One, I don't think we can compare our struggles as single people to married people with kids. I
Okay.
feel like, yes, we are all tired. Like everyone is tired. I think just being an adult, you have to just come to terms with, I am constantly in a state of exhaustion. Like there is not enough rest in the world to like do this. But I do think that single people, yes, we're not serving our spouses. Yes, we're not serving our children. But we're trying to build a life that like we have to become content with. And I think married people are also trying to build a life that they're content with, but their contentment is built into like a socially accepted version, right? Like we expect the mom to be tired because she has a husband and kids.
Yeah.
We expect the dad to be tired because he has like the job and the yard work and the like the house. I think what people fail to realize is like single people are doing it all on their own. And so like you do 100% of the shopping, you do 100% of the cleaning, you do 100% of the financial support, you do 100% of like all of the things.
Mm-hmm.
on top of I still want to find my person.
Right.
So I still have to look nice and get ready and put myself out there and be on my A game. Like there is not a moment where I get to just decompress.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, yeah, you're at capacity.
And it's not even just like the physical things of driving yourself everywhere and doing everything yourself, but the mental capacity too of it is exhausting because
It's
I
insane.
believe you are also an overthinker as myself.
Welcome.
That's why we're friends.
Exactly.
But then it's just like I'm overthinking and trying to analyze and like perfect this, I need to go to these 4 stores or whatever, 4 locations, and what is the most efficient route to get there, and what is the most, it's going to save me the most gas and time versus, energy and whatever.
Yeah.
And then just a lot of that stuff ends up getting cut out because I'm like, I just do not have the energy to do that.
Yep.
And then you fall further and further behind and you feel like you can't catch up. And people are just kind of like, you're single, like, what else do you have on your plate that could be more important?
Yeah.
But like, I am barely hanging on.
I think single people, if you're, married people or dating people, if you're asking this question, single people have 100% of all of the burdens. Yes. There is not someone who is even holding 2% of anything. Mm-hmm. And like you and I have had a conversation of like, how could people like step in and help? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I would love a night where someone like just decided what I was going to have for dinner and like helped. And I would love
just like bring me your leftovers.
Yeah.
That would be great because then it's one less meal I need to cook.
Exactly. I think married, and not like to shame married people. Like I want to be a married person, but I also feel like the longer I'm single, I'm going to be like this weird married person who's like hyper vigilant about my single people. Because I know what it's like. Mm-hmm. And so, but I think I'm at capacity, right? Like last week alone, I had house, like I have to maintain my house. So like the house has to be at a certain level of clean. There are dishes that need to be done. Mm-hmm. There's trash that needs to be taken out. And I work a full-time job. So like 9 to 5 is booked for me Monday through Friday. And then I went on 2 dates and I went to a singles event because like I have to put myself out there. If you want to find your person, you have to put yourself out there.
I just don't know how you even have time for that because I don't have time to date right now. I'm
sleep.
Just trying to get ahead of the time.
I legit don't sleep. Like so like in your like right, everyone has the same 24 hours a day.
Cut that shit out. I'm sorry.
Please stop.
No.
Please stop. Because like mine is like I do 3 hours of cleaning a week. I do like an hour and a half of grocery shopping every week because you have to go to multiple stores. It's not just like a one and done kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Meal prep for one person. Like it's I honestly could rant about this for forever. Like it is just a thorn in my side and I'm trying not to be bitter about it. But at the same time, I'm with you. I'm tapped out. I am so tapped out. I'm like, what is sleep? What is eating for fun? Because at this point, I'm just like chicken and rice, like protein, get my carbs in, get my
tired of chicken.
But it's the easiest thing. Like I pop it in the crock pot, do instant rice. You're like done. Because I don't have time.
So at Costco, I've never bought like the 6 pounds of ground beef because I'm like, I don't need that. That's too much. But right now, I'm kind of like, then I wouldn't have to shop for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And I could just freeze the rest of it and figure it out later. Yep. And that's one less thing I need to do. So maybe I should start doing that.
But even then, I'm like, okay, once I start doing that, am I always just going to be buying 6 pounds and then eventually like just have a freezer full of ground beef?
Well, you have to manage it.
But that's more mental load. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, just stick to my routine. Yeah. Like, I have a Safeway order. I have a Target order. I have a Costco order. And like, do I just keep to that or do I start planning ahead? I don't know.
But I guess if it already kind of is routine, then like, don't change it now.
Fair.
It's just if it's not working.
I don't know if it's working. That's the thing. I have no idea. I'm just here.
I would love for just one day, because I feel like I've been doing this for the last 3 months, especially. One day of where I only need to do one thing.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
And then I just have the rest of the day to do the things that I need to do.
Yeah.
But just not on a timetable for that specific day.
I would love that.
And just like a little bit of downtime would be nice. And usually my summers are super easy breezy and like my workload lightens. But right now, it has not lightened. Yeah. And I just am losing my mind slowly. Like, I am on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Like, not on the verge of it, but I can feel myself inching towards it. Yeah. On, like, full-on breakdown mode. And maybe I need to just watch, like, a really sad movie and cry a little bit and then, like, get emotions out. And then maybe. That might help relieve some stress.
Yeah. Because I get to that point. Like, I start getting snappy. I am an unpleasant person when I am on the verge of
But also, we like
full
to
capacity.
complain, and sometimes it's like,
But I get more, there's my normal level of complaining, because I think complaining is one of my hobbies. We've
it's
talked
great.
about this. It's just fun, y'all.
It
Like,
relieves.
it's a nice
Yeah.
little, it's good.
Yeah.
But I also know when I'm like on the verge of being at capacity, it's no longer fun complaining. It's like, if I don't let this out, like, it's gonna end poorly for everyone. So it becomes more frequent and a wee bit harsher.
But also, it's like the people that you complain to need to be the right kind of people.
Yes.
Because you need the right response.
Yes.
Like, I am at the point where, or currently, I don't need, oh, if you did this better, this would help. I don't need that.
No.
I need somebody to basically be like, hey, what can I do to help you? And even if it's nothing,
Right.
I just need you to let me vent.
Right.
And just be supportive.
I want to be angry and then no fix, no solution. I just need you to spend 5 minutes uninterrupted of me going, and here and this and that and this and then this happened and da 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 da.
I need you to validate me and be like, that sounds so hard. Like, I'm so sorry for you. You have it way worse than me, even when we both need to say it to each other.
Right. And people are like, well, we don't know what to do with that. And I'm like, honestly, the solution, you don't need to do anything. Well, okay. Give me a hug. That's all we need. That's all we need. Like, last night I was out with some friends and I was just ranting. And at the end of the night, he was like, are you good? And I was like, no. And he goes, what do you need? And I was like, I don't know. Just some physical touch at this point. But like, we're just friends. So like, a hug would be great. He's just like, full squeeze. Like, full, just, yeah.
But also for me, like, when I start to get overwhelmed, I start canceling the friend things because I'm like, these should not be a priority. But those are actually the things that I need more than anything else. So like,
it's a vicious circle.
Yeah. I tend to isolate myself.
Same.
And probably at times when I know I shouldn't be.
Yeah. So question for you, like, so that's something you take off your to-do.
Yeah.
What is something that like you would be okay sacrificing with? So like, we all have the same 24 hours. I know we hate that saying, but like, if you know friendship is good for you or like community is good for you, where in like the hierarchy of needs are you then sacrificing? Like, you're like, I know I need to go out tonight. So what are you giving up?
That's a great question. I think it's the things I really don't want to do, even though I need to do them, like cleaning my house.
Yeah.
Like that right now, it's shambles. And yeah, so that's one of the things. And then it's things like, I would love to go for a walk in the morning. So right now we have terrible weather. So it's that time of year where if you don't go first thing in the morning, you're not going because it's disgustingly hot out.
You can't leave your house after 8 a.m.
Yeah. Or unless you're walking on a treadmill, but that's no fun. Like, you need to be out in nature.
Yes.
Or I was doing this thing for a while where I could sit out in the backyard and just read a book for a half hour.
That's so
just
nice.
like wake up and go out with like a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Oh. And it's getting too hot to even do that now.
It's rough.
Unless I'm up before dawn.
But who's getting up at 4 a.m.?
I mean, I've been getting up at 5:30 recently,
That's...
which is... But then I'm exhausted. I don't even have the energy to sit in front of the TV at night. Like, I will watch TV as I'm eating dinner, scarfing down food.
At 3 p.m.
That would be so nice. No, at like 7:30.
Oh, that's
and
rough.
then by 8 o'clock, I'm exhausted. And I'm like, I'm not going to fall asleep on the couch. And I just go into bed.
Yeah. And then you're like,
I don't actually fall asleep right away. But
no.
Then I doom scroll.
I have to doom scroll for a little bit. It's part of the nightly routine now.
I wish I could just read. Sometimes I just read.
It depends on the night. It depends on how close to capacity I am. Because I think sometimes there are those moments where it's like, my brain cannot retain a new piece of information. Because if I do, like, I can feel like there's like a seam at the top of my head where it's just like, it's itching. And I can just, like, one more new piece of information a day will just pop it open.
So I just get the pure exhaustion where I will literally pass out.
Oh.
And
I want that. That seems normal.
It's the full body exhaustion. So it's not just the mental load.
Yeah.
It's literally everything. And I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
time to pass out now.
There you go.
But let's make sure we set the alarm because
just
you have things to do tomorrow.
Yes.
Many things.
Yeah. I had a late night last night and I'm like, okay, remember to set the alarm. And I woke up in a pure panic like an hour after I passed out. And I'm like, did the alarm get set?
I woke up a lot last night too. I mean, it was a pain. I had some weird dreams.
I couldn't tell you what I had, but I woke up and I was like, what is my brain doing to me today?
So this is super weird, like in my room, and we're going totally off topic, and I apologize, but whatever.
It's the usual for us.
So my curtain rod that's over the window in my room, like the edge fell off.
Oh no.
And I don't know
like
where
the knobby
it is.
Part?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know where it is. So now it's like constantly, if I like swipe open the curtains,
is it popping off?
Yeah. But I need a ladder to get it on, or a chair or something, because I can't reach it from the ground.
No.
So right now that just came off. So now I'm doing, because I have like an inner shade that's like the honeycomb one.
Yeah.
So it's room darkening. So I could get away with just that, but I actually sleep better if I just do the outer shade, like the curtains, which are not room darkening, because then when it starts to get daylight, I like wake up more naturally with the daylight. And so I tend to get better sleep like that.
Okay.
So I woke up in a panic because it was pitch black, which is great. Yeah. But at the same time, I was like, oh my God, what time is it? And then I was all disoriented, and I thought like I was missing things. I thought I was in a different room, like in a hotel or something. I didn't recognize where I was. It was a mess.
You're like fully disoriented.
Yeah.
That's the okay, that is honestly my worst way to wake up, where I'm like, where am I? What day is it? I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
I like a nice little routine. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is like super off topic. I apologize.
No, it's good.
It happens. Happens
Listen,
to the best of us.
Welcome to getting to know us.
Yes.
These are just all of our thoughts.
We have so many thoughts.
Yeah. I was telling some people, I was like, it's crazy because, we've been doing this podcast for a while and the feedback so far has been
positive.
Great. So we're grateful for everyone who's listening and watching and giving us that feedback. Mm-hmm. But they're like, that's, like, what do you talk about? And I was like, literally the first thing that pops into my brain. And they're like, but like, how did you make it a podcast? And I was like, you buy microphones. It's literally that easy.
Here's the thing, like our first couple of episodes, we came in with like an itinerary of stuff. We need to talk about this. We want to talk about these topics. And now we'll just generally be like, hey, this is like a jumping off point.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do it. Sometimes we don't. Yeah. Or it's just whatever is going on in your life and then see what happens.
Yeah. We're just, it's full rogue. We have no idea what's happening. It's this.
Yeah. Dreams.
But I think it's good. Because I feel like we need to get those like little rants out because if we don't, I'll implode. I don't know about you.
Yeah. And this is meant to be like a just chat with your friends.
Exactly.
Out at a brunch or drinks or on the couch.
Yeah.
Like where we are.
Keep it chill. Keep it comfy. Yeah. I am very much aware of like the single, I'm going to call it a single tax, but I feel like that's the wrong word. I think the single tax has been like just the financial side of it.
Which is 100%.
And that's fully valid, right? Like I am responsible for 100% of my rent, 100% of my bills. Mm-hmm. And I think as a 36-year-old woman, I shouldn't be required to have a roommate, right? Like I think married people are like, oh, just find someone else to live with. And I'm like, yeah, but you're choosing your partner. You get to sleep with that partner. You get to be like equals in that relationship. Mm-hmm. Roommate dynamics are way different.
Also, women have good friendship support. And a partner support is different.
It's so different
than friends.
Yes. And I think it's a very fine line and a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it. Mm-hmm. But I also think outside of the finances, there is just like an emotional weight that comes to being single that a lot of people don't acknowledge. So I think like you get on Instagram or social media and it's just like single people have it rough and it always defaults to finances. Mm-hmm. But I don't think people understand like how exhausting it is, right? Like I have to maintain a good appearance at all times. Like I don't get to just be off.
I wear makeup when I go to the gym.
Yeah. Although I did just
talk minimal, but
I did just talk to a couple guys and they're like, we'd prefer you to just like show up without makeup. And I was
like, but okay,
really?
So men don't really know what the no makeup look is.
Yeah.
The no makeup look for men is actually a lot of makeup.
Is a full face of makeup. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. But I like if I were to play out my day of what married people think my life should look like, I don't think married people would be able to keep up, right? Like I have to get up at 6 a.m. I have to get an hour of cardio in. I have to do like all of my meal prep for the day. I have to spend an hour in traffic to get to the office. I have to spend 8 hours at the office socializing with people. Mm-hmm. Then I have to either like figure out what to do for an hour before a dinner date or a social event or whatever. Mm-hmm. and then you have to go and be on again from 7 to 10
It's
p.m.
about being on.
It's
And there's so much energy involved in that.
so much.
And I think, like, yeah, people are like, oh, well, I have to be on at work. And that may be true,
Yeah.
but we also never really get to be off.
No, because you get to go home and put on comfy pants and cuddle with your person and decompress.
Yeah.
And if you're not decompressing, you're with the wrong person. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm.
like I love when people are like, well, like, you know, married people have it hard too. And I'm like, or thought
Do they?
maybe you chose wrong.
Mm-hmm. So, but even the people that will argue that being with the wrong person is harder than being single, I don't actually think that's true. I mean,
No.
abusive, obviously, is
That's the
a whole
exception.
thing.
Yeah.
But just like being with the wrong person, I still think that's better
I
than
do
being
too.
alone.
I do too.
Like,
Yeah.
I just having that person there.
Yeah.
And even if it's like built in somebody to do something with.
It's someone to check in. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is where like life gets really hard. Is all of my friends are like, you can always call me, and I'm like, cool. And I'll send a text,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 business days later, I'll get a response.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's something when you have chosen someone, even if they're terrible for you, like they still feel obligated to respond to you, and they
Right.
still engage with you. So you have someone. It's the day to day that I'm missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need the big grand gestures, but like you and I have talked about this. My
Right.
ex, I was 100%. I knew he was not good for me. I knew he was not long term, but he was there. He committed in whatever capacity he could, and there was something so absolutely fantastic where I could just text him in the middle of the day, going, "Today was terrible,"
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "Come over. I have dinner." There was a glass of wine poured for me, and he's still just like, "Put on whatever show you want," and we don't even have to talk, like,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm here and I wasn't alone, and like someone just did that. It's one meal, like that's literally
Right.
all it. And sometimes it was just he popped a
Yeah.
frozen pizza in the oven, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, so much work, but it was just so nice that one, I didn't have to decide what to do for dinner for myself. 2, I didn't have to make it,
Mm-hmm.
and 3, he was like, I see you, I understand you're stressed, so let me do what I can
Mm-hmm.
to do that. And like I stayed in that relationship way longer than I should have because it was nice, and like I knew what it was going to be like coming home to an empty house and
Mm-hmm.
coming home to be by myself and coming home to like, I don't know, my own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the other thing, is I don't think a lot of people who are in relationships are capable of sitting with their own thoughts. Because like the idea of, I think that's why they stay in relationship, right?
Maybe.
Like I would rather have the distraction, even if I know it's not good enough for me. But the idea of like being home alone and having to entertain myself and having to be comfortable with myself enough, right? Like, I don't know if you do this, but like I spend a lot of hours just by myself, which means this is constantly
Yeah.
going,
I mean,
and it's an endless loop.
I will say on the one hand, I like being by myself for decompression. If I've been with people constantly all the time, like when I
Yes.
go like visit my parents or whatever, and I literally have no time
Yeah.
for myself, even if we're not doing anything, I like to have some like decompression. But I know for me, there's a fine line between too much
Yeah.
and not enough,
Right.
you know? So,
Decompression and isolation are on
yeah.
different sides of the same coin.
Mhm. Something like that. Yeah. But, yeah.
I think, yeah. I just wish more people acknowledged like the mental and
Yeah.
emotional. And
Mhm.
I'm even going to say like there's a physical component too. Like it's been a long time since I've been hugged cuz like I live by myself and
Mhm.
I don't think we're a hugging culture. And like I got 2 hugs last night and I was like,
Mhm.
this is the nicest thing ever. Like fully platonic, nothing's going to
Uh-huh.
happen, but like I was just like I legit miss physical touch. Like
Mhm.
how do you remedy that?
So, I mean, like, going along with that and then, like, being single for so long or just even if you're just casual dating
Yeah.
and it's not, like, anything long term. But also, I think I have forgotten how to be flirty and fun.
Yeah.
Like, even when I try to go to these in-person events or just being out in the wild, if I'm
Right.
meeting somebody who probably is flirting with me and I'm just like, I'm just exhausted.
I'm
Can we all be really blunt with each other and just like say what we think and
Yeah.
feel and mean? And I don't have mental capacity, at least at this exact moment,
right.
to try to decipher
Right.
what you're trying to do. And I just,
I saw a post. It was this comedian. He was like, I'm in my 30s, I'm dating, And he goes, and honestly, I'm only dating people who are on the spectrum because those people tell you
Oh my God.
exactly what they want.
Okay,
Like, I'm
so
not having a good time. She didn't want to talk about dinosaurs. This isn't fun. Like,
mhm.
yes. Or like, I like you. This is it. Like, be
Can I
blunt.
hold your
Be,
hand?
yes.
Okay, so the date, what is it?
Yes.
Dating on the spectrum
Yeah.
or
Love on
with
the spectrum.
love? Okay.
But he was
So
like, I want that. He goes, I want that kind of like, be that blunt with me.
I've been seeing those clips on my feed, which I don't know what that says about what's going on my feed.
We're that desperate for love.
But like these adults, they're all adults,
Yeah.
right? Are
Yeah.
operating at like high school level, I feel like bluntness
Yeah.
and relationship style. And every time I see it, I'm like so impressed and I just want that. I'm like jealous of
I am
what
too.
they're bluntly saying
Yeah.
to each other. It's actually really
With
beautiful.
zero shame, with
Mhm.
zero.
And the emotions that they're feeling and expressing are so genuine.
Yes.
And it's just really nice to see. Nobody's playing games.
Yeah.
It's just real, raw
Yeah.
emotion. And we love that.
Yeah. I think because they don't have like a filter that's just like, ooh, this is vulnerable. Maybe I shouldn't share this. Like that guard isn't up. And I think neurotypical people, go ahead and cancel me. I don't know the language. It's
Yeah.
fine. It is what it is.
I don't know either.
We have a filter. Like we have been shamed into, oh, don't share too much.
Mm.
Don't be too much.
Mhm.
Put yourself in a box. Be socially acceptable. Like,
Mhm.
um,
Like if you have to stop yourself to think, is this okay to say?
yeah,
You're probably not with the right people.
right. But I feel like a lot of people have built that box around them that they don't know how to break out of it.
Mm.
And I, in like the last 6 months, have just decided to be super weird.
Which I love that.
Yeah, it's and I think it catches people off guard, but it's funny to watch because like I'm not on the dating apps anymore, and I'm only doing in person, and I just get to be like super weird.
Mhm.
And some of what's crazy is like on top of this, I've been doing like a little bit of a reset, so I've cut back on alcohol. So some of these events I've done fully sober,
Mhm.
and I'm like, ooh, it's nice to be like clear headed and like be able to focus in and not have like the liquid courage behind me. It's like, oh no, I'm just I'm just this person. Like
Mhm.
this is not an alcohol induced spree. This is apparently my personality.
It's just like
and I don't know.
unabashed.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about it. But like I I'm like I have so this is like a weird thing. I have a list of like 50 questions that are super random. And I was at a singles event and the conversation was like kind of dwindling, but there was a group of us. And so I'm just like, y'all, can I make this awkward? And they're like, yes, please. Like, how are you gonna make it awkward? And I'm like, all right, here's my question. And it is like the most absurd thing. So I started with like my favorite one, which is what's your favorite form of potato?
Oh, I do love
Right?
that one.
It's a great one. It's a great one. Because like everyone's just like the men who take it literally,
Mhm.
they're fascinated. They're like, either the brown potato or a sweet potato. And I was like, no, like how like what form of potato?
Mhm.
The hair is herring today.
I know. I'm having issues. It's fine.
It's all good. But then I have like super random ones. Like, what's your favorite dinosaur? Like, I'll make it weird.
Yeah.
Like, are you a planes, trains, or automobile kind of
Oh,
guy? Like,
nice.
engage in the
Mhm.
questions, make it weird. And I think for me, it's been well received, which
Mhm.
is kind of nice. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the soup question. What's your favorite soup?
Ooh.
And usually that does elicit like, oh, my mom's, my grandma's, whatever, and then it goes into like a home,
Yeah.
talk about your family
Yeah.
and memories and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got asked last night. They were like, "Why this list of questions?" And I'm like, "Cuz I am so at capacity. Like I don't have another talking stage. I don't care about your favorite color.
Mhm.
Like I want something to stick out. Like if I'm having to do this over and over and over again, I'm
Mhm.
tired of having the same conversation.
Yeah.
And so I'm just now at a point where I'm like, we're going to make this weird and we're going to make this crazy and that's okay.
Mhm.
Like,
I fully support that.
oh, thank you.
I think for me, part of it is also 10 years ago me is a different person than I am now.
Yes.
And I'm trying to actually get back to that person because I used to be way louder and more chaotic and like just more fun.
Yeah.
But I was also around really like my people, like fun,
Mm.
sarcastic, loud people.
Yep.
And so I think part of it is moving to the Midwest or
Okay.
whatever, Southwest, is that where we are?
Southwest? Yeah.
That it's just it took a while to like meet the right people, and then I went through a period of depression, which was like a whole thing, and I think that kind of changes you,
Yeah.
and trying to like almost claw my way back to the person that I used to be and loved being.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll ever actually get there, but
It's a
I
goal.
used to be loud and chaotic, and I love that, and that's why I like being around those kind of people. So
Yeah.
like I fully support chaos
There we go.
and weirdness, and but also like your partner should be the same kind of weird as you.
Yes.
And I've seen that in my friends.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was at a wedding for our other friend, and my one friend and her like long time, they're now married, but they must have been together for like 15 years. But they knew each other as kids, didn't start dating until they were in their 20s.
Wow.
And so they went to separate colleges and like reunited in one city and met up again through other
Aw.
friends. But they were dancing like two weird people on the dance floor having the best time. And I just remember being like, I want that.
Yeah.
Like they are the perfect like kind of weird for each other. Like
Yeah.
it's a perfect match.
I am realizing, like, coming out of a not it was not a great relationship for me, but I realized how important play
Mm-hmm.
is in it. And I have realized, like, the number of guys that I've dated who I've shrunk myself to try and fit their mold.
Yes.
I'm like, no, I want someone who like matches my weird.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I'm hoping that that person exists. And I don't need you to like match it at my level,
Right.
but like I don't want you to shame me for like asking random questions.
Mhm.
And I want someone who's excited to be part of that. Like
Mhm.
I went on 2 dates last week, and the first one, the conversation, nothing. Like there was it was like talking to a brick wall. And then he had the audacity to be like, "So like, are you not going to ask me any questions?" And I'm like,
I've been carrying this entire
I have been
conversation. What are you
carrying
talking about?
the entire conversation, and you have given me nothing but single word answers.
Mhm.
So like, I'm done. And he goes, "Well, like, what do we want to talk about?" And I was like, I can make it weird. So I pulled out my list of questions, and I asked him too. And he was just like, I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. And I was like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
This is not going
I'm
to work.
putting an effort, and you are giving me nothing.
Yeah. And then I went on another date with a different guy, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, you asked the best question. Like, do you have more of those? Because I want more of those."
Mhm.
And so I asked him the weird ones, and he was like, "These are fantastic." He goes, "I've never had a date where like someone's asked me these questions." He's like, "Let's keep going. Like, I want more."
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what's going to pan out of that, but
Yeah.
like, it was just really nice to know that for that moment, someone was able to match
Mhm.
my weird
And
and was playful about it,
Yeah.
and like didn't bat an eye. Because like some of my questions are really random. Like, if you were to be able to wash your brain, would you wash it with hot or cold water?
ooh, cold. I wouldn't want to melt it.
Oh, see, okay, but I want to like massage it and relax it, so I would do hot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What about lukewarm water?
So that was someone's answer, and I was like, "That's brilliant." Like a happy, like I gave you two, but you're like, "Here's a possible third."
Uh-huh.
But like I asked that question, and like I didn't even bat an eye. He's like, "Oh my gosh, no one's ever asked me that," and I was like, "Yeah."
Mhm.
And he goes, "I love this." He goes, "I want more conversations like this," and I'm like, "Yeah,
We can have this every day.
we
if
can
we
do
get
this every day
together.
if you make this happen. Like, you call me, hey."
Yeah. But what is it they say? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And
Yeah.
I think that's totally true.
Yeah, and I was able to witness both sides of the spectrum
Mhm.
last week, and it was just okay.
Love
Okay.
on the spectrum.
Yeah, I'm gonna start dating with the boldness of vulnerability is welcome here. Whether you
Yes.
want to receive it or not is on
Mhm.
you. But like, I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna be me. One, because I don't want to put myself in a box anymore. I'm tired of like trying to fit and shift and
Mhm.
yeah. You and I were talking a little bit earlier about like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and
Ugh.
like where that mentality came from.
I don't actually have an answer to this.
I don't know if anyone has an answer to it, but I am a person who, so I am now the person who has made therapy my personality.
That's fine.
But I was talking to my therapist, and I was like,
we love therapy.
we
Speak.
support therapy. Yeah, we
I
are
talk
here for it.
like I still go, but I don't.
I think the framework is there. Once you've been
Yeah.
in it, it's yeah.
I read a lot of self-help books.
So do I. I prefer it over fiction.
Personal growth.
Yeah, always, constantly growing, always
Hey.
learning. Hey,
1% better.
always 1% better. But
I'm sorry, what is happening with my hair? It is so flat.
you're just like, hey,
It looked so good yesterday. I'm so upset.
that's the worst. That's the worst. You're like, I wasted a good hair day,
I
and no one saw me.
Actually, I did go out.
Oh,
so
that's a win.
It was
That's a win. That's a win. That's great.
I can't.
I like it. No,
I don't know.
it's
We
gonna be
can't
fine.
solve this. I'm so sorry for
No.
interrupting.
It's so good. It's so us.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I like it.
This is not going to get cut.
No, it's fully. Listen. We are fully in this.
We don't edit the episodes.
Ever.
The middle of the episodes.
Nope. It's too much editing.
We are like for real, raw and unfiltered. Like we do not have the capacity to do that.
No, we're just
And
we're
we
just here.
we don't know
existing,
how to.
doing the things.
Learning is hard.
Learning is hard.
One more thing I need to put
Can't-
on my plate. Are you
Can't
kidding me?
teach. Yeah, I'm like trying to do new things. It's a lot of work.
You know, hobbies and just fun things are so much work.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just, how do people do it?
I don't think they do. But we're not even doing it for the hobbies. We're just trying to put ourselves out there.
I know. And it's like, except my hobbies are grandma hobbies, so I'm not really not meeting people.
Oh.
But
no.
how many things, like, because I try to do things for me,
Yep.
but then I try to do things to meet other people.
Yep.
And that's a lot of things.
So many things.
See, people
Constant.
who are already couples, you can do the fun things. Because
Or
you
get to
already
do the
have your
grandma
person.
things. Yeah.
You have your person.
You
You're
do.
good.
Yeah. You don't have
So
to learn
mad.
pickleball at 36. This is dumb.
Or you can do it for fun with your partner and just worry about crushing people.
Exactly. No, I have to look cute on the court while sweaty and gross.
I'm about to embark on a pickleball
It's gonna be
league
great.
journey.
It's gonna be fantastic.
It's going to be wonderful.
I feel like it has been an adventure.
All right.
Yeah. We'll take notes and compare them after your league is over.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Sorry, we jumped super
full
off
tangent.
topic.
Full tangent.
At least it wasn't about office supplies.
Costco.
Yeah.
Communication.
Communication. We love it.
Listen, we have our 3. It's fine.
That's it.
It's fine.
Okay, wait.
Let
What
us-
were we talking about?
The shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Where does that? And I have asked several like adultier adults,
Mm-hmm.
where does this mindset come from? And no one has an answer. And so
Yes.
I was in therapy, and I was like, I was like, I wish this would have happened. It should have happened this way. And I'm just so tired of like, I know on paper it could be great.
Mm-hmm.
And my therapist was like, that's a lot of shoulds, a lot of coulds. And what are we doing with that? And I'm like, I don't know. Cause I don't know how to replace those thoughts.
Yeah.
And she's like, so what do you want to happen? And I'm like, I want the narrative that I tell myself or in the moment. And I want it in the moment. I don't want to
Mhm.
have to like process it later.
Yeah.
But I want my default setting to be like, okay, that happened. It's okay. And we're going to move on from it. Like there's nothing I can do to change it. But in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, if this would have happened, that would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a helpful thought process. And I don't know how to remedy it.
On the one hand, I think my answer is you will never fully, in the moment, acknowledge it.
No.
I think it's going to be, because this is how I am, but in a different way. When I think of maybe something negative or negative self-talk or whatever, I will catch myself doing it maybe in the moment and be like,
Mm.
actually, no, and do the reframe. But I don't know if I'll ever just go positive first.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it as long as I am doing the reframe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like for your therapist specifically, just tell me what I should be doing.
Right. I think that was my complaint. She's like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, I'm pissed off. And she's like, why are you pissed off? And I'm like, because you don't have an answer for me. Like all I want.
Just like every once in a while, throw me a bone.
I'm-
Just tell me what to do.
I'm like in the same conversation. She's like, I'm so proud of all the work you're doing. Like you're doing great. But I'm like, can you just help me level up just like a smidge more by saying, okay, when you have this thought, this is how we fix
Yeah,
it.
just give me like one example,
Yeah.
and then I can take
Yeah.
that information and be like,
And make
okay,
it
so
work for
this
me.
is what, this
Yeah.
is how I need to do that, how I can do this in my life,
Yeah.
and then again, it's gonna take time to actually get used to doing that. But just like give me one example of
something.
what to do.
just one tidbit. I am paying so much money for
I
these
know.
therapy appointments.
Like it's like they're experimenting on you, and they should be paying you
Yeah.
for the research.
Yeah.
For whatever their next book or their other
yeah.
patients, clients. I don't know what we're calling
I'm
them,
like,
what they call
yeah.
us. I think clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you have the degrees behind your name. Like, you should have
Yeah.
this figured out. Give me something, right? Like, I
Something concrete.
am rerouting this neural pathway. Give me something that I could build a new neural pathway with. Like, that's all I want from you.
Stop making me do it myself.
And she's like, well, it's not going to stick if you don't do it yourself. And I'm like,
This is
that's such a cop-out answer.
Yet another thing we need to do ourselves.
Just, like, figure out the mental,
Oh my God.
like, replacement.
We're just constantly putting in the work, and it's exhausting.
Yeah. And I'm like, listen, if I had the answers, I wouldn't be in therapy.
Thank you.
I think it's now an MLM. Like, we're not going to give you the answers, so you come back again.
See, but that's not what therapy, because my therapist in like day one was like, listen, if I do my job right, you're not coming here anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, beautiful, we're on the same page.
Yeah. My therapist says we're about to cut, like, we're on the verge of being able to cut sessions, so I won't have to go as often.
Nice.
Which is a win.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that slow, I think I talked about this on here. Like
the
a slow, gradual removal.
Yep. Yeah. But she actually mentioned it. She was like, I think we can start talking about. She's like, don't schedule anything for July. And I was like, okay. We're T-minus 6 weeks out, y'all.
I'm so happy for you. This is like a big, you made such a good breakthrough.
Yes, this is huge.
But
and time is up.
Is this helping? Like, is this contributing to some of that?
So
perhaps?
I do. I feel like I'm in this. I've like triangulated a lot of things in my life. Yeah.
Is it also living life delusionally?
That's one of the in the triangle.
Because this is like, to quote Real World Road, not even Road Rules, but The Real World, MTV. When people stop being played and start getting real, like, are you just throwing caution to the wind? What? Just accept me for who I am. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have the mental load to figure this shit out. This is me. Love it or leave it.
Yep. So the trifecta is, I literally have put the headspace of live mildly delusional at the forefront of every thought. The second thing is, I am now over therapized, I think. But the third thing is I literally have nothing to lose. Like, everything that I have done up until this point has not gotten me to where I want to. And so why not just put myself out there?
You've tried everything else.
I have. I've tried not being me. I've tried being a softer version of me. I've tried being all of the things that sound good on paper, and it's still not enough. And so now I'm just like, okay. Like, if... So it's mildly delusional, and that saying of, like, no one's coming to save you, so no one's coming to stop you. And I am living life for me for the first time ever. And that is a very weird feeling. And I'm just like, I'm at a point now where if I find someone, like, I'm not, it's a figurative sprint. It's not a literal, I don't run.
And it's not an if.
No, but, like, I'm at this point where, like, I'm running towards this life that I'm building. Like, I am at, like, it is fast paced. It is moving. And if someone wants to come along, they're going to have to match that pace because I'm not stopping anymore. Like, I have stopped the metaphorical race of life so many times to try and fit into someone else's race that I'm like, no. And so I do think, like, this podcast has helped. I think therapy has helped. And it's just like this hodgepodge of, like, we're just going to make life work for me. And this sounds so selfish, but it's because it's the first time I'm like feeling these things. So it's new. But, like, I have to do things for me, and it does not have to make sense to anyone else because no one else is going to have to live this life at this pace in these exact situations. And so, like, I don't know. It's like, it's
so
very
powerful.
Big. It's very big. And so I'm like, stop comparing. Stop trying to match someone else's speed.
Yeah.
Right. I saw this thing where it was like, everyone is on a train, and there are trains that come in at 6:10 in the morning, at 7:10 in the morning, and at 8:45 in the morning. No one ever gets mad at the 8:45 train for coming in late. Right? Like, it's on its own journey. Like, it's on its own schedule. It's on its own thing. But if everyone functions as a train, why are we upset that the 6:10 train isn't the 8:45 train? Or why are we upset that the 8:45 train isn't the 6:10 train? And so it's like, that's a
great point.
Good analogy, whatever. I did not do well in English, can you tell?
It might apply to both. But
Probably.
Whatever.
But it's that concept of, like, we are so hung up that, like, and I was this way, because, like, and I'll blame religion for this. I think in the church there is this idea of you have to like follow these rules and you have to like maintain your purity and like you'll all and it almost comes across as like a promise.
Mm-hmm.
Like you will be married by 25. And then you hit 25 and you're like, my person was
That
sick that
didn't
day.
happen. Yeah.
I think he missed. I think
Mhm.
he missed the memo.
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, like I can hold on for a little bit longer. I can hold on for a little bit longer. And then you're like 30 and you're still doing this and you're like, I have
Mhm.
questions. And then people are like, oh no, your train. We don't know what to do with your train now because like
Yeah.
it doesn't match the
Now you just
timeline.
wait off to the side.
Yeah. And so like
Watch other people get on and off the train.
yeah, and it's hard watching other people get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And in the under the umbrella of religion and not bashing it because like I am
Because
still involved in it.
I don't think this is a religion specific
Oh,
thing. I think this is a
society
societal
thing.
thing.
Fair.
And I feel that with like just general familiar pressures because my family was not religious. Like, yeah, we
Okay.
went to church as kids, but nobody really cared.
Yeah.
And and I think a part of it is like small like where you like the states that you grew up in, but also like with the internet and
Yeah.
seeing your algorithms and just I just think this is a general society thing.
Yeah.
Like society puts pressure, especially on women, that you should be doing this at this time and you should want kids. And
Right.
even the women who don't even want to get married and have kids.
Yep.
So we're just constantly getting berated almost with other people's opinions of where
Yep.
you should be in life because that's what somebody else believes in because maybe their religion or whatever their background is.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I think people are saying, no, I'm going to do it my way. And people still don't really know what to do with that.
Yeah.
But also, as women, we're still trying to figure out what we want. And we're definitely not going on a timeline because I didn't think I'd be here where I am right now. And now I'm feeling pressure.
Yeah.
Because I want to have kids. And I, like, I'm just not, I'm like trying to process the
It's grief.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like trying to mourn the life that I thought I would have.
Yeah. And for me, like it was almost promised from a stage, right? Like
Mhm.
you hear it every Sunday. And so like society and then that and it's just like this like
Yeah.
constant compounding.
Mhm.
I had like at the beginning of the year like this kind of existential crisis seems extreme, but there
love that.
was a big season of depression this year.
Okay.
Tied to I am the oldest woman on my mother's side
Okay.
to not be married. And
I am the only one of my cousins, except for one cousin who's 10 years younger, the youngest cousin,
it's
to not be married and have kids.
yeah, I do have other cousins who aren't married, but my mom was the oldest person
Mhm.
in her level of family, and she was 24 when she got married. So
Mm.
now I'm like, I have 12 years on you,
Mhm.
and like no contenders. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing out there, and so it's like, okay, how do I grieve? Like, because no one in my family understands. If
Mhm.
everyone in my family was married before 24,
Mhm.
like how I don't think people are capable of empathy at that point. Like because they've never been in that and they don't know
Right.
how to put themselves in their shoes. And it does not matter how hostile like I paint the picture. She's
Mhm.
like, yeah, but like you're single, enjoy it. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm like, but it's not.
The
Like
pressure.
it's huge. And so
Yeah.
it's like,
It's external pressure and internal pressure.
yeah,
Okay, so lately I've been getting these comments from my parents. They're not meant to be negative,
they're never meant to be negative.
but they're kind of like one-offs that my brain and ears like zero in on and then leave an impact and it makes me feel even worse.
Yeah.
So like my dad was saying something about, I've been saving, he's spent his life like he saw how his grandparents were first generation. No, no, no. His parents were first generation Americans.
Okay.
And they were like barely scraping by, but he learned how to save money from them. And he made a lot of good investments and actually was the first generation to go to college and got a really good job in corporate. And he's like, I've been saving all this money from multiple generations,
Yeah.
but I may never be a grandfather. He said something like that.
Ooh.
And I was like, I know that this is not what you mean, but
Yeah.
this is how I interpret it. And my mom has made similar comments because she's seen like her sister has all these grandkids.
Yeah.
And believe me, like I wish I could give you grandkids because
Yeah.
you guys are going to be great grandparents.
Right.
And I want to be a mother. And there's just so many other factors contributing to this
Yeah.
that is not making it happen.
Do you
But
feel
I feel like I'm trying so hard and it's still not
not working?
happening. Yeah.
So one of my mom and mine's biggest arguments was I was probably 26 at the time. And she said something and I was like, say that one more time. And she goes, what? And I'm like, I am so done. Stop. There is nothing I can do. Finding a boyfriend is not in my control. I said I could put myself out 100 times and I'm not that person for them. Like you can't beg someone, you can't do anything. And I said, so I'm going to ban any conversation of dating and marriage and kids. Like I'm going to be that jerk. Like, and I banned it for a long time. And because there was nothing I could do about it. There was nothing, like I went on dates. I was on every single app. Like I was exhausting myself trying to find someone.
And you put in the work. You're working on yourself to make the very best version of yourself. And it still isn't getting you anywhere.
But I am now at a point where like not only am I holding the grief for the life that I thought I was going to be living, I'm holding the grief for my parents because like I do think my parents would be awesome grandparents. And I look at my siblings and my siblings are like, we don't want kids, we don't want to be married. And I'm like, that is such and both of them have people, like they're both dating, and it really just irks me to my core. I'm like, how did y'all figure? I love my siblings, Ben and Cammie. This is not an ill whatever, but like
this isn't about you guys.
It's not about you.
About us right now.
This is fully about me. This is fully about me. Also, my boyfriend, or not my boyfriend, my brother's girlfriend. Listen, so this is also not about you. Like you're good. But it is like there is a grief to it when like I want these things so bad and I cannot make it work.
And again, you're not sitting back waiting for it to happen. You're doing so many things to try to make it happen. I feel like I'm bending over
backwards to try it. Like I literally, like I'm putting out signals. I feel like I have like little mantras that I say to myself to like try and get me loosey-goosey before we go out in public. Like I don't know what else I can do or how many more signals I can send.
Yeah.
Like it is a work. But now I'm like the older I get, it's not just my own grief. It's like because my mom, you know, she now has this thing where she's like, oh, well, like this friend of yours has kids, so like I'll just adopt them as grandkids because like I don't know. And I'm like, do we have to like revisit the conversation from 10 years ago? Like there is literally nothing I can do. And you guys aren't helping. Like I am okay. Sorry. Side rant. Why is it that no one like everyone's like, why are you still single? It's never, I have this great guy for you.
Yes.
Like, can I introduce
Help
you?
us.
We are barely hanging on. This dating now needs to be like a team event.
Yeah.
And honestly, like if I'm going to be part of your village, please be part of mine. Like if I'm going to help you with your kids and like be kind and be an auntie and what all those things, like can you like return the favor as part of the village and like here, I don't know if it's going to work and no harm, no foul if it doesn't work, but like let me help you because like you know more people, you have access to more people because I don't have time to meet all of these people.
Well, and then when I say stuff like that, like I was just getting my hair done, although this was in New Jersey, so we have like a distance problem. But people were like, I don't get it. I don't get why you're single. And I'm like, it's not like you're not trying. So they understand. And they're like, I wish I had somebody to set you up with, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I appreciate this rhetoric.
Yep.
And you understanding.
Yes.
And also making the same complaints about perhaps men that you are experiencing or like your daughter. Like my hair person has a daughter who just graduated college. So she's like very young, but also just went through a breakup and is having the exact same problems that we're doing.
Yeah.
So, or that we're seeing. But you still have a whole life ahead of you. Like, relax.
Pace yourself.
Like, because but at the same time, like, we also thought we had the whole life ahead of ourselves.
We do.
And it was a no rush situation. Now I feel a pressure to rush. And
but I also don't want to settle for the wrong thing. It's this very weird conundrum.
Here's the thing. I'm willing to settle a little bit because I don't know if my ideal person is out there. So I'm willing to compromise on a few things that maybe I wouldn't have compromised on more. And the
Yeah.
older I get, the more I'm willing to compromise on more and more things. And then that's how we get to bad partners, I suppose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't want to have a child by myself.
Right.
I just like but also like those snide, they're not snide comments.
They're never intended, but
it's enough for me to be like,
it irks you.
it breaks my heart. And my heart already kind of feels a little bit like cracked.
Yeah. Well, I think what and this is like why I get frustrated when people talk about like the single tax. I'm like, it's more than just the finances. It's that emotional and that emotional piece, because no one ever intends for their I think, okay, there's probably a small population where they're like, I really hope this stings and like hurts your heart. But I think I would hope that most people are going like, I did not intend that the way that you received it.
Yeah.
The problem is like when you have been single this long, when you have faced this many rejections, when you are trying your darndest and you can't, like, it does not matter how positive the conversation is, it's still going to like, it's just a little twist in the gut.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a little knife. It's not a big one, but like the wound is already there, and you kind of just like sprinkle salt.
Like never heals.
Yeah. And I feel like even, and like I said earlier, like I think even if I got married and it was a great relationship, my heart would still be so heavy for single people because like I know what kind of work it is. And I've like, I tell people all the time, like if I would have started dating at 16, I have now been single for 20 years. Like, that's a long time. That's a lot of rejection. That's a lot of putting yourself out there. That's a lot of trying that I don't think people get.
And I think a lot of people, I feel like it's either, just in general, a lot of people that don't understand. So it's either like the people that have been in relationships and never experienced this type of dating, like our parents' generation or my older cousin's generation, people who've never had to date through apps. And even now, like, I have a friend who met her husband on the apps, but they were different in the beginning, and they're terrible now. And it's a lot of bots, and it's just a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But then I also have friends who don't want kids. So, like, yeah, maybe they don't want to be single, but they don't feel that aging,
there's not a ticking time bomb behind them. Yeah.
So those people also don't really understand the full extent of it, because you could just get married whenever.
Right.
Like, it's a different type of single, I think, than the single that we're feeling. So it's still, a lot of people still don't fully understand it.
Yep. Yeah. And I think that's 100% it. And I think men think that they can just treat everyone like the woman who just does not care.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. And so like when I go into a date and they're like, well, what do you want? And I'm like, I want marriage and I want kids.
A family.
And they're like, but that's too much pressure. Like I was talking to someone and he's like, yeah, like I have time. And I'm like, of course you have time because you're a guy.
Right.
Like you could have babies at 60 and no one would bat an eye. Like it's very like, I mean, it might be a little bit questionable, but like you are fine. You can make babies however, but like at a certain point, like there is health risk. There is like actual like consequences to waiting.
And I have frozen eggs.
Yeah.
So I can technically, potentially, have kids later, but I want to actually carry one child.
Yeah.
Just like one.
Yeah.
Even if we do use the eggs later.
Yeah.
But.
And like I didn't take those precautions because like I thought like I'm like I'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine. And it hasn't happened.
I wish I did it sooner.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that was the thing I even needed to consider, and now it's like super common.
Yeah. Yeah. The number of ads I get on Instagram, man, it's like it's hostile.
Or just like hearing about people, hey, freezing eggs, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
but even that, like, why is that a thing? Like, why have we made it so difficult? Like, is it because we've monetized that? So now it's like, no, you can delay yourself. It's fine. Like, you don't need this. Like, I don't know.
And we will have actual men, live men.
Yes, we have people who have volunteered as tribute coming soon.
We will definitely be asking them. But I just, at the same time, like I was at brunch with his friends, and this was a while ago, and one of them was like, so if you have kids, and these are two people who don't want kids at all, then you won't be able to like get up and do this and have brunch. And I'm like, yeah, but then I get to hang out with my kids and like do fun things and like go to Home Depot and, you know, do the like fun little crafts. And like, I want to not be hungover on a day
Yeah.
to then hang out with my family. Like, that sounds amazing to me.
I always tell people, because like I've had that same question. They're like, you're really going to give up this life? And I'm like, I have wanted different struggles for 10 years.
Yeah.
I want the struggle of having to be woken up at 5 a.m. because my kid needs snacks. I want the struggle of like my husband can't find his socks. I want the struggle of like, are we really arguing about who's going to take out the trash
But
tonight?
also you're focusing on the negative things, like, yeah, when there's a sick child, that sucks.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really hard. And if you're sick and you're trying to take care of another child, and like, yes, that's the worst. But also the fun stuff of cuddles and, you know, building a person's life, teaching them things, teaching them how to be a person. Like, that sounds amazing.
I always joke, I'm like, I want access to the PTA. I think I would kick ass on a PTA. Like,
I don't know about that, but for me.
But I don't get access to that. I don't even get the option to that because I'm not, right? Like, there are things that I want that I cannot have because I don't have the partner, I don't have the kids, I don't have the in. And I am just so ready for the in. Because like I've done the brunches, I've done the stay up all night, I've done, and who's to say that kids are stopping those things? Right?
I 100% agree.
Like,
Your life does not stop.
It'll look different, but like you're allowed a night out.
Yeah.
Right? I
bring the kids on vacation.
Exactly. And so
take them to your hobbies.
So there's part of me that I'm like, okay, I get that you don't want kids, and that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yum. Like, that's on you. But like, don't make me feel bad for wanting those things and like desiring those things because you don't understand it. And it's just like
I respect your life, but
yeah.
I don't fully understand it, but it doesn't sound like you're respecting mine, even though you also don't understand it.
Right. Yeah. Another mental load of single people. We're just like holding on to like, we can agree to disagree, but also, yeah.
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 So many things.
That's my rant.
I actually did not think that we were going to come here today.
No.
No idea.
No. Literally walked in. We're just like, let's just hit record.
Yeah.
I think it was
great.
This
is great.
I enjoyed it.
We started out exhausted. I think we're still exhausted. But
I think so.
I think I feel a little bit lighter.
A little bit. At least it's out in the ether.
Yes.
It's not just like internal anymore.
But also like leave us comments. Do you feel the same way? Especially men. What are your thoughts about building a family?
We want all the feedback.
Because I feel like a lot of men say that they want families and to be married, but then when the way that they actually date does not reflect that.
Yeah. There's a misalignment.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Which we can get into another time.
Yeah.
Especially with men.
But we are working on it's gonna happen. We are working on a panel.
Oh, we love a panel.
It's gonna be so good.
And like out in the wild interviews. We're like really excited about this.
Oh my gosh.
Which might happen before this airs, but that's fine.
That's fine. They'll know. It's fine. Listen, we're both working women trying our darndest. It's gonna happen when it happens. Don't get on us.
You're barely hanging on. Give us a little bit of grace.
This much.
Awesome.
Anything else?
No.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it.
Thank you.
This is great.
This is like a mini therapy session.
There we go. Thanks y'all for joining.
We
will see you again on another episode of Mildly Delusional.
Yes. Have a great day.
Bye everyone.
Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Mildly Delusional.
Remember to surround yourself with delusional friends because it takes big dreams to do big things.
That's right. Why not you?
Please stay mildly delusional.